This mission was like if Ocean's 11 was done by special forces operators. Meanwhile, the CIA and State Department negotiated with the government of Chad because there was all these kind of legal loopholes that they needed to jump through. They had even gotten clearance from the team. They needed the clearance to fly through the airspace. Chad agreed to the operation in exchange for like $2 million and a shipment of Stinger missiles that they could use against Libya. A bargain of a deal from the US perspective. On the night of June 11th, it was go time. Flying from the N'Djamena airport in Chad, the Night Stalkers departed on the 550-mile-long journey with 2 Chinook helicopters. They were specifically stripped down and modified with extra fuel tanks to make the long trip with the excess weight of the Hind cargo. The mission required absolute secrecy, right? Because they couldn't have the Libyans figure out what they were going to do. They might bomb and destroy the prize. So the pilots flew low across the featureless desert in complete radio silence and with the most basic of external navigation aids. Remember, this is no easy task back in the days before GPS and satellite navigation. The Chinook landed in the early morning and quickly rigged the Mi-25 Hind in a sling. With the heavy load underneath, the Chooks were limited to only 90 knots forward airspeed, and they had to jettison their extra fuel tanks in order to lift the 18,000-pound Hind helicopter. The Chinooks needed to make 2 refueling stops on the way back because they dumped their extra fuel. This ate up valuable time and also risked damage to the precious cargo from each complicated landing process. Each moment the Night Stalkers were in the air with the stolen Hind was more time for the Libyans to spot the heist, scramble jets, or for weather to take a turn for the worst. A storm was already brewing in the area, kicking up dust that choked the crew, clogged the oil systems, and reduced visibility. The expert pilots stuck to the plan, but it was only a matter of time before the full force of the storm reached them and damaged the cargo or worse. As the Night Stalkers neared the airport, the storm was so strong that a wall of sand rose 3,000 feet into the air, and the pilots had to rush and land their choppers without even turning into the wind.